Shadow Chancellor has made some comments which are bound to stir up public opinion. Some will no doubt label his views as controversial, and yes, this could lead to a big political row. I can understand why he said what he said, and I don't doubt his sincerity. Speaking as part of a panel at a Glastonbury event at the weekend, he said, quote, "Is democracy working? It didn't work if you were a family living on the 20th floor of Grenfell Tower. Those families, those individuals, 79 so far, and there will be more, were murdered by political decisions that were taken over recent decades. The decision not to build homes and to view housing as only financial speculation rather than for meeting a basic human need by politicians over decades murdered those families." End quote. Well, I don't know if murder is the correct or appropriate word to be employing here. I don't know. I've been reading up about this fireproof cladding used on a lot of high-rise buildings and the so-called chimney effect. Yesterday we were told that across 25 local authorities in England, fire safety tests had been carried out on 60 separate buildings, high-rise structures. All of the tests had failed without exception. All failed the safety tests. What do I know about fire safety beyond what I have to know by law, in line with the training that we get every few years? Well, when it comes to building safety, admittedly, I don't know much. When it comes to the workplace fire safety, a lot of it comes down to identifying hazards, sitting down, making a plan, and then carrying out regular checks. The same applies to pointing out other non-fire related but nevertheless dangerous hazards. Employer or employee incompetence or negligence is always a possible factor in things going wrong, in possible accidents or incidents. Yeah. But this is fucking astounding to me. It's astounding. All, without exception, of these recent high-rise fire safety tests failed. 60 of them. How did this happen? Naturally, people are looking to find out who is responsible for this. What are we talking about? Is it callous political mismanagement by so-called representatives of the people who actually don't give a flying fuck about protecting human life? Is this a case of the cold, bureaucratic machinery of government combined with individual acts of massive incompetence or gross criminal negligence? Why did it require, and this makes me angry just to think about it, why did it require a Grenfell Towers, a massive and unnecessary waste of life for the authorities to do what they should have been fucking doing in the first place? Properly safety checking buildings where people live. doing their jobs, prioritising human life over all other considerations. Why did it require a Grenfell Tower? Why? All of the facts are far from in. Maybe MacDonald's comments are at the least premature, but many agree with him, I'm sure. My confidence in the current government is non-existent. As far as a public inquiry goes, well, we have a tradition of public inquiries into alleged injustices and disasters in this country, chaired by some lord or sir, no doubt. If this is anything like the Iraq inquiry under Chilcot, it could drag on for years. Yeah.